Welcome to another episode of Toonami Squad podcast sessions. I am Joshua Matthew, founder of Toonami Squad.
I am Sam. I'm a writer for Toonami Squad.
I'm
My name.
also
Go ahead, Sam.
I am also Sam, graphic designer for Toonami Squad.
And my name is Michael. I do writing and articles for Toonami Squad.
I am Steven. I do social media for Toonami Squad.
I'm Silver and I do graphics.
Nice.
Okay,
The gang's all here.
let's go.
So,
Ooh,
what's our first topic, gentlemen?
Well,
We're
4 years.
But yeah, Toonami Squad turned
yeah.
4.
Wow.
So,
Congratulations,
Wow, I can't
everyone. We
believe
made
we've
it
been
this
dead
far.
for that long.
We
Uh,
launched the
I
site.
wish.
We,
R.I.P.
we officially launched our site 4 years ago on September 12th.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Hard to believe it's been that long. I mean, honestly, it seems like it's been longer than that.
I remember back when it was like forum post, like when we were
Yeah.
using that other site instead of this new one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We got
I
tricks
am
to thank for that one.
amazed. I'm amazed there is still a Toonami Squad.
I'm surprised that I've been
Amazing.
here for a year.
Hey,
I've been here since the beginning, I think, or
Like,
close to it.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we've actually made it to 4 years, but I'm also genuinely surprised that there is still a Toonami Squad because we've had to deal with a lot of
Stuff.
things throughout
Stuff.
the years.
So it's been
Yeah.
where you guys have come from and to where you guys have gone to, you know?
Like
Yeah.
hackers.
Also, if y'all are wondering what took us so long because we said 10, Hangouts
Huh.
is dead.
F.
Hangouts is dead.
Massive F in the chat for
Put a
Hangouts.
bunch of like that gif of crabs dancing.
Hmm.
Do, do, do,
You know the one.
Thanks,
So
to,
we had to find another solution.
thanks to Michael who came to our rescue and recommended
Ooh.
stream going.
Yeah.
We
yeah,
may
I'm
now
with
be
you.
using this as our permanent hub unless we figure out how to use OBS. So
Good luck with that.
Phantom's the expert streamer, so where's he?
He's,
Wait.
he's
Eric's at work.
Happy 4th
He goes
birthday,
there.
guys. You're already out of your diapers.
yeah, where's our cake? I want cake.
You get no cake. None for you.
Oh,
I want Pikachu.
this is the worst birthday ever.
Where's the cake?
Boss, where's the cake?
Jack Silver. That was his job.
And he's got a cake.
If we ever meet up in person, I will get some cake for myself.
Hey.
I was gonna say get
Yeah,
some
I'm-
cake and just slam it right in the Silver's face.
Might be Eric's face first.
But then he'd have to edit that out.
Oh, such a fun
I
pod.
mean, it's true.
So I guess if we're
No hard
on the
feelings,
topic of
Eric.
4-year anniversary-
But edit that out.
How does it feel to have made it to 4 years? Does it feel pretty good?
Yeah, I actually think we've done a lot for the 4 years we've been here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
I mean, I've only been here for 1 year, and it's been one crazy ride.
Hmm.
Like,
I felt like I accomplished nothing in life. Oh wait, we're talking about Toonami. Oh, no, I'm kidding.
I'm amazed, like, at how much we accomplished. Like, not even a month after we launched, we covered our first convention, New York Comic Con. Like, then 3 months later, we got an exclusive interview with Sonny Strait. And then 2 months later, we launched the podcast. We break exclusive news on Toonami French launching on the US side. Now, we got contacts with so many different companies. We covered 3 different conventions.
Boss, hold up a minute. I can barely hear you.
Same.
All right, what was the last thing you heard?
You were saying the
No, but
launch over on the other on the other countries.
We broke the Toonami French news. We were the first ones to break that news on the U.S.
Oh,
side.
now we're good.
Right.
actually,
Um,
that one bit made me really happy because on Toonami France Wikipedia page, we're there.
We made it, guys.
We made it,
We
boys.
freaking made it.
Where we
We're
charge,
forever
boys.
in Wikipedia because we broke it.
Yeah, and I think
So
within
many
like,
things.
Oh, hey,
I think within our,
hey.
uh, well,
Yeah.
Eric made a really poor point. He said the Toonami Squad. I would watch that over the Suicide Squad.
Hey.
hey,
Hey,
Oh yeah.
wait, who would be Jared Leto
I'll
of this
take
group?
that.
Nobody. uh,
hey, come
that's a
on,
good
it's
question.
not.
That's a
I
good question though.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
No
I
question.
think within our first year, we also got the interview with Maki. I think wasn't, unless I'm mistaken on that.
I can't say for sure, to be honest. I mean, it might have been later in that year after we relaunched when we moved to the new site. It might have been after that, I believe. I think it was August, like close to a 1 year anniversary.
Still, not bad.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez, you just
but
spiked in volume and murdered my ears.
I'm
but like I
sorry.
said, uh, not even a month after launching, we actually covered our first convention, New York Comic Con. Not even 3 months, we get an exclusive interview with Sonny Strait, and we were the first ones to actually interview him when Intruder 2 came out. So that was pretty awesome. And then after that, we launched the podcast. Then we, broke the Tell Me French news. And now 4 years later, we're covering like 4 different cons on the West Coast. We have contacts all over the board with different people getting stuff from different people. I mean, all the interviews we did. It's just amazing how far we came.
Yeah. It's amazing.
I'm proud of all of
I'm
us.
proud of all of you.
Yeah.
Give yourself
Yeah,
a
you're-
pat on
Where's
the
our
back.
cake?
Congratulations. Yeah.
I still want
Cake is
cake
on the
though,
way.
guys.
Cake's on the way.
So where's our paycheck now?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll take mine in
Ooh.
cash.
Like,
You're gonna be
it's
waiting
like-
long time. for
Yeah,
that.
that's awkward.
You've held us
That is-
hostage. You've held us hostage for too long.
Steven, they weren't supposed to know.
Oh my god, he's rebelling. Mutiny.
Eric, edit that out.
But seriously,
Hurry,
thank-
edit fast.
but seriously,
He's been
thank you
keeping us in a
guys.
cell for years. Help us!
I'm trying to speak here, Silver. But
Don't
seriously,
beat me again.
thank you guys and all the rest of the staff, all the work y'all guys put into Toonami Squad, because we would be nothing without you guys. And thank you to all the followers who support us, because we would be nothing without you guys.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, we got it.
Here's to many more anniversaries in the future.
Here's
Yeah.
to more people we can interview, and here's to more cons we can cover.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Here's
then
some more
exactly-
podcasts that can stay late.
Yeah.
And then
Unfortunately,
exactly tomorrow we shut down.
Well, it's been a good run, boys.
we had fun.
Speaking of cons, we were going to try to cover New York Comic Con, but unfortunately it wasn't able to happen. Steven wasn't able to get out of work, and we had nobody else to go because people were busy or had work
Yes.
and stuff. So, but
Yeah, sorry,
We-
guys.
And I don't live in New York, so I can't
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
Hopefully-
that's too much money for me.
Yeah, hopefully next year I'll be able to cover New York Comic Con and maybe even, who knows, maybe even Anime NYC next year. We'll try.
The only conventions I can do is MomoCon. That's pretty much it.
we need more people on the East Coast. All we've been able to cover is West Coast cons.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
got
makes
me.
And me. Well, yet again, I barely have money to go anywhere.
That's exactly
So what
it.
I'm hearing is if we pay for it, and then you'll go.
Yes.
All right, guys, you heard the man.
All right. So, I think we should just segue into our next topic.
Yeah.
I agree.
Let's
All
do it.
right. So the next topic we got is, well, we got a big one on Saturday. Dragon Ball Super's finale.
Whoa.
And the promo has been half-assed. Can I just say
For
that,
the
like,
record, he's
you
not
know,
talking about Silver's promo.
can I just say that, like, for the show that pretty much headlines the block and makes the most views, they could have done like a better way to promote the finale.
Hmm.
But no, they. What I don't like, and it's just a little OCD pet peeve of mine, but if you're given a show and you're doing episode topicals of it, if you're gonna give the last episode, at least have the courtesy to say on the season finale or on the series finale of Dragon Ball or whatever. They did that with Genlock, but literally Dragon Ball, Mob, and Attack on Titan. They just say the next episode. It's not the next episode. It's the last one for this season or whatever. It annoys me.
True.
I mean,
It does make it somewhat confusing and
I
as
mean,
well.
the way I look at it is like they probably are saving time on these promos by just saying on the next episode instead of like
True.
the season or
Yeah.
series finale.
That's true, but it would be. I mean, American shows do that, with the whole season
Eh,
finale, and
I
so I
mean,
get the
I
one for
won't lie and say that I'm not like saying anything, but I'm like,
it.
I'm,
But no, I
I'm
get
Could
it.
have
Yeah.
sorry, I had like
promoted.
a brain fart. It's like I'm pretty sure Dragon Ball will be back at some point in the future.
True. Well, that's a good point too. No,
So-
that's true.
But yet, there's no point on rerunning it if it's not coming back.
Well, I mean, they're rerunning My
We'll
Hero
get-
Academia,
well,
and they
We'll get into the
rerun
rerun a
The
little
thing is-
later on
the
in the
thing is,
podcast.
the thing is, they're rerunning My Hero because you know for a fact season 4 is going to come.
Oh yes, I do know
They
that.
did that. They did that with Attack on Titan. Like they reran season 3 first half and then second half. Game.
Quick question though. Isn't there a Dragon Ball Heroes anime coming out?
It's already
No,
out.
that
It's already
it's
out. Is that
already
gonna
out, but that
any
has
chance for that to
that has
come to
nothing.
Toonami? No.
No,
those are more like short ads. They're like
Mm.
15
Oh,
minutes or something like that.
No, they're like 9 minutes. Not
Oh,
even
well, they're
15.
short. They're not really that long.
Hmm.
And plus, it takes months for a new episode to come out. Like a new episode comes like once every month.
Yeah, it's
That's
not really
good
like a
point.
consistent series. It's more like a little thing that happens every now and then.
And
And they're mainly just used to promote new characters for the game.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Did anyone want to play
anyway,
as Ultra Instinct
Yeah.
Goku in the priest uniform?
I don't
But
think so.
anyway, yeah, the finale's on Saturday.
Nice
Yeah, what
thoughts.
are you guys' thoughts?
Yeah.
So far, what we've seen.
I mean, I've already
Lastly.
seen it. I've already seen it on simulcast, but I'd like to see it in the dub form.
I am gonna suffer when it ends because I need my Dragon Ball.
I'll come back
Well,
eventually.
shortly,
Yeah, for
Actually,
me,
once-
Wait, hold up. I am probably the single person in the whole web that I'm actually, yeah, it's bad to have a rerunning show as the headliner, but god damn it, I'm actually happy that this Dragon Ball Super is gonna be the first show to rerun.
they're probably
I'm
gonna
the
go all the
only
way back to
person
episode
that's actually
1.
happy about that. I have no problem with it. It's gonna ratings are gonna go down like a rock, but I don't care.
They're probably
it.
gonna go all the way back to episode 1. And the
If
beginning
I'm going to
episodes
be
aren't great.
honest, I think they're just going to restart the Tournament of Power arc again and just rerun what they got.
Which I have no problem with.
They don't need to free
Yeah.
up that slot for other shows or anything.
No, not
Yeah.
right now anyway.
But yeah, back to its finale. I actually did not watch the simulcast when it came out. I saved my first viewing for the dub. So
Nice.
yeah, it's been a crazy ride seeing
Right.
everything. Unfortunately, I
I'm with
had to
you on
spoil myself making the damn graveyard videos,
Oh, yeah, boy.
but it was absolutely worth it.
Oh boy, I
Really?
can already just imagine your graveyard video for this coming.
Oh, I have another one and something else that I am not saying yet.
I have a feeling I know what it is, but I'm not going to say it here.
Yep, we're not saying it. This is a spoiler-free podcast.
If you want to be spoiler free, I mean, for the love of God, this character dies in this show.
How dare you spoil that, Sam? I almost said Steven again.
Eric, edit that out.
Not to mention that.
No
not to
spoilers,
mention.
yeah.
Not to mention this guy in this show does redacted over on redacted, and this character gets redacted onto this
You
topic.
monster.
Y'all are not ready for the Promised Neverland season 2, where redacted happens to redacted, and
I came across a spoiler the other day. I was pissed.
read the
not
manga.
to mention
No,
the
it's
part
spoiled.
where redacted
I did read that
got
manga.
redacted by redacted.
My God, that was a great moment.
I've said it before, but I'm actually excited to
on
see
Titan
how the anime adapts this.
Yeah. So
I was spoiled on an Attack on, and I was spoiled. I can say this because it was already done to Toonami. So I was spoiled. I was on Twitter one day in a thread.
Carriers, you haven't seen the show.
This was before the second half of season 3 came out, or no, season 3 in general came out. I was reading a thread of tweets, and the guy was like, I stopped getting interested in Attack on Titan. Someone said, what point did you stop getting interested in? And then literally, he's like, when Armin became a Titan. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I had, like, season 3 wasn't out at the time.
I'm going to go back to what Sam once said. Read the manga.
Well, I avoided the Attack on Titan manga for a long time.
So good.
I just can't get past that art.
All right. Anyway, back to Dragon Ball. Anyway, final thoughts on Dragon Ball Super's ending on Saturday.
Tried to see it go.
I'm gonna miss
One
it, but I
more?
really hope. Okay. Idea here now. Like, I really hope that at least like during the holiday weekends that they give Broly. Like, I mean, like that's that's kind of part of the story. Like,
They're likely never going to get the movie because those are tied in with, I believe, Toei and a bunch of other companies. And I think in terms of distribution, Fox has it, which is now owned by Disney.
Didn't they give the movies before? I remember them giving the original Broly
Funimation
and Cooler.
has, like, I think in terms of home video, has the license to it, but I think they would have to talk directly with Toei and a bunch of companies. Which I don't know if Fox is a part of that, but Fox is in it. They're one of the distributors in North America.
So many anime distributors now. With Amazon and Netflix jumping in. And
it's so true. Anyway, yeah. So
and Disney.
Oh boy, let's not. Oh god.
Oh god.
Disney buys Dragon Ball, everyone.
All right. So since our last podcast, Dr. Stone came to the block.
Yes.
My mic was muted the whole time.
Oh, hi, boss.
Oh, sorry.
I've been trying to talk this whole time. My mic was muted.
Sorry.
Oh, that's terrible.
So I was trying to read a couple of comments. Burning Hipster said, the only thing I find horribly confusing about Dragon Ball are the numerous continuities. Silver, can a comment?
I mean, it's Dragon Ball, not the Zelda timeline.
Ooh, I gotta read this comment. Let this sink in. Dragon Ball Evolution is now a Disney property.
Goku is owned by the Mouse House. That's a scary thought.
Steven?
Goku for Kingdom Hearts 4, anyone?
Goku versus the Keyblade wielders.
Also, Burning Exter said Orman becoming a Titan was one of the dumbest things I ever seen.
Harsh, but fair.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah.
Well, no, because I'm
go
going.
over.
No.
Burning Exeter can't hear
another
boss.
topic, which then we'll go to another topic. So no.
All right. So
can you guys hear me?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Anyway, Dr. Stone.
Off and on. But yeah, Dr. Stone.
Yeah, it
Nice
premiered
to
in
have
August.
You want to know? You want to know what I call?
In to Dr. Stone. What are your guys' thoughts on what we've seen so far?
Freaking love it, man.
I'm behind, so you guys can have fun.
So nobody can hear me on the stream.
Oh no!
None of the
What?
viewers. None of the viewers can hear me.
Not at all. Oh
Hey,
man.
anyone,
I
put
don't
an
know how to
F if
fix
you can
that.
hear boss.
I can hear you just fine
Oh,
through
he can hear you now, boss. He said he can hear you,
Cool.
but Burning Exeter said I can hear boss now, but now where's the filthy Frank GIF?
Oh, okay.
GIF.
GIF. It's,
Whatever
sorry.
it's called,
Yeah.
there's many pronunciations.
Anyway,
Yeah,
anyway,
the GIF versus
Dr.
back on
Stone.
topic.
Dr. Stone, Dr. GIF.
You
Dr.
wanna
GIF.
Dr. GIF.
you wanna
We
know
can
what I
go all
call
night.
you wanna know what I call Dr. Stone? I look at that and I think this is Bill Nye the Science Guy anime.
Yeah, in a way,
Yeah, that or Rick and Morty anime.
it's like
See-
both combined.
Okay,
Right.
we gotta bring back everyone from being stoned. I don't know about that.
Better say Dr. Stoned.
Right.
Dr. Stone.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so okay, now I just had a
Stoned
real
world.
cursed. Okay, guys, I just had a real cursed image in my head right now after Steven said that. Pretty much imagine Rick, but like in Senku's hairstyle and clothes, and Morty is in Taiju's like
To all the
hairstyle and
animators
clothes.
out there, please make what Sam 2 just said happen.
Yes. Make it reality.
I don't know. I just had that thought in my head now,
That's amazing.
and
I actually want to
Like-
see this happen now.
that reminds me of this other cursed image. I remember someone made a cursed image where it was like Johnny Test, but he was in Gone's outfit and hairstyle.
I think I've seen
wrong
that
there.
actually.
Yeah, I remember seeing that somewhere.
I know it's not a topic, but Rick and Morty's coming back soon. That's crazy.
That's not part of the podcast.
Sorry. No.
So,
Get,
for
edit
another
it out.
podcast.
Edit it out.
He said-
Edit it out.
execute.
Eric, edit that out.
Execute.
He's dead. Fatality.
So anyway,
Yeah, Dr.
being
Stone.
honest though, I mean it looks pretty good. And for once, I mean for once in a blue moon, the villain actually had me agreeing, or like that one picture. I don't know if anyone saw that meme, but like it was like a meme where it's like when you're watching a movie and the villain starts laying out his plan, and he low key starts making sense, and it's like someone like pouring like a good wine bottle, and he's got like that. Anyone seen that meme?
No.
I'll have to
Not
find
familiar
it
with that.
somewhere.
I kind of remember it, and I do kind of like. Let's be real here. I mean, Zenku wants to bring back all the humans. That's fair. Tsukasa only wants to bring the humans that aren't pieces of shit. Okay, that's also fair. Oh, wait, you only want to bring back the young adults and teenagers.
Somebody's
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm with you there. Like,
Especially with the whole murder aspect of it all.
Yeah. At bare minimum, you know what? I would actually be behind him if he did revive only the young people and then just left the adult statues alone.
But no,
Right.
you gotta crush
But
it.
it is worse
he's
than
gotta
he is
break-
killing him.
Put
Yeah.
a hydraulic press over it.
Yeah, because it is that whole. He knows what he's doing. He's conscious of there's a human here, so it is like the next step above just letting them exist. He's a terrifying villain, I have to say,
Uh-huh.
and I really like the dynamic between him and Senku's science.
To me, he's terrifying, but he's terrifying because he's making sense. Like,
Yet again, refer to that meme I mentioned.
there's
Yeah.
a lot. I mean, let's be real here. A lot of adults, middle-aged adults suck. I mean, come on. Now, now, if we could at least save the adults that keep making manga, keep making video games, right? You know, like, no, like, just I don't know, like.
Now
Tsukasa
we're
is
just
scary
going
in the
off
sense
on
that
tangents.
he's a murderer, but he's a murderer that makes sense.
But
that's
I
kinda
I
creepy.
think yeah, I mean that's a good point. He's kind of like the antagonist who has a he believes he's the good guy in his own story. Like that's always a good thing to have. But I think it's so interesting that the science guy he's like he wants to make it like a world civilization building game. Like he wants to gamify and I thought that was an interesting take. He's all about the science of it, which
It
I don't
makes
think we've ever really
sense.
seen in anime before.
I mean, there's always that one anime. We gotta save humanity. I mean, look at Attack on Titan.
True,
Start with season
that's a
one.
true.
Yeah.
That's a big trope in a lot of anime and stuff. But to take
Yeah.
it from a
We gotta
science as
save
opposed to a
humanity.
mystical
Like, yeah, Dr. Stone
side,
made it taken basically that and basically made its own.
exactly. Yeah, I totally agree.
I'm just waiting
Yeah.
for the big tournament arc.
Oh God, please no.
One thing I want to
Actually,
point
you
out.
know what?
Redacted.
There is a
You want
tournament, actually.
Redacted.
Anyway,
Spoilers.
anyway, one thing I want to point out though is that like, whatever obviously these animes premiere on Toonami, the voice actors like to live tweet, which is cool. But the voice actor for what's her name, Yuzuriha, has been really going off on like a single topic. Every single episode that comes out,
Oh
she
boy.
keeps
What
talking
topic is
about this,
that?
and it's getting on my freaking nerves.
What is that,
It's
man?
like when they made clothes for her before they unstoned her, and
Uh-huh.
she keeps saying that they need to give her panties.
Oh
And
my
in
God.
every goddamn episode, she's like, Tsukasa threw Yuzuri on the ground. That means her coop was open
Oh
to
my
shit.
God,
And
what
then
the hell?
the next episode where like she throws the freaking gunpowder at him. The voice actress again goes, "That's for throwing my coot on the ground or something." It's like, God
Oh my
damn it!
God. Jeez, dude. That's an interesting take on this situation, I suppose.
I mean,
And it keeps haunting me.
this,
I mean, it's funny.
Yeah, it is funny, that's for sure. But yeah, it's like I don't
I'm
know.
for it. It's funny. Why not?
It's not any worse than some of the other cringe content that gets put out there.
Sword Art.
That's not
Yeah,
what I was
no,
referring to.
no.
that's
I
not a
think-
topic. I don't think.
Yeah. No. Let's not go to Sword Out.
Mhm.
No,
I
that's
wasn't
for-
even
that's
going
for
there. That-
another
let's go to
day.
Fire
That's
Force.
for another time.
That
We all know
Oh,
it's
I
gonna
can't
come
wait.
back to
I
Toonami
can't wait.
eventually.
That's for
I
a never
can't wait for
time.
the second half
It's
to come.
Oh
not
God.
as bad
know
as
it's
some of the
coming.
other live tweeting cringe content that gets tweeted out on Saturday nights.
Okay, fine.
That's what I was trying to say.
Mhm.
Steve, I think
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking
Besides-
about.
Yeah.
I said,
Wait.
Tono, you know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, yeah.
Wait, what?
So
Wait, I didn't hear anything.
But yeah, that whole tweet that really doesn't bother me.
yeah, it doesn't bother me at
Like,
all.
If you
I'm not trying
if
to
you
sound like
overthinking,
that.
then yeah. If you were thinking that, yeah, it is kind of creepy, well, or
But-
uncomfortable.
But it's
But-
like it's a character she voices. She can make jokes.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't saying that it's bad, but I'm just saying it haunts me.
Well, you can always mute her.
I mean,
Junji
it's not
Ito
that
style.
bad. I mean, I'm not. Whatever. Anyway, moving on.
So yeah, any final thoughts on Dr. Stone? What we've seen so far?
I'm interested to
I'm
see what
loving
they
it.
get
I
gunpowder
can't wait until we get to the tournament arc.
Turn it
and
arc.
and
Turn it
rooftop.
arc.
Tournament arc.
Turn
Can't
it
remember-
arc. Turn
We also need
it
a-
arc.
We also need a rooftop scene. at some
Actually,
point.
there is a tournament.
Oh, is there? Are you not joshing us? Are you being serious here?
Wait,
Hey,
what?
this
Yeah,
is a non-spoiler
it's a-
podcast.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay,
Non-spoiler.
fair enough.
Non-spoiler.
Look, it's look.
All
it's
we'll
not
say
a
is that-
spoiler if it's shonen.
And it's not as well.
Fair point.
Every shonen has a tournament. Every single one. There is no such thing as a shonen without a tournament.
Can anybody think of one?
Name me
Yeah.
one. One
Thinking.
Shonen Jump manga that does not have a tournament.
I'm trying to think.
One.
JoJo? I haven't seen the tournament in there.
Is that on Shonen Jump? Like Shonen,
Yeah, it is on-
Shonen Jump?
Yes, it is
JoJo.
showing. He's in.
Like
Yeah,
on
we-
Weekly Shonen Jump.
Yes.
It originally
JoJo's
started in
in
Weekly
Jump
Shonen.
Force. JoJo
They definitely
is
need
in
one.
Jump Force.
Okay, great. There's one. Great.
All right.
But seriously
Oh.
speaking, there is a small tourney. It's not a tournament, but it is a tourney. It's a tiny competition.
I won't
Well,
give
close
much
enough.
details about it. All I'm gonna say is wait for it.
That
Wait,
that
isn't there a
tournament is-
tournament arc by the end of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Phantom Blood? Or Battle Tendency,
that
I mean?
wasn't.
I don't
Oh
think
god
so.
damn it, there is. Okay.
No,
nope.
Yeah, there's another one.
No, that was
Okay,
just a
never
little
mind.
competition. That was a little competition that Cars made up just so he could kill Joseph.
Still
It
counts.
wasn't really.
It's a tournament arc.
It counts.
It counts.
It's a tournament arc. It counts.
When does part 4?
Okay,
Is that
great,
ever
you
going to hit?
proved my
Toonami?
point. There's no such thing as a Shonen Jump manga.
It will eventually. Just, I guess taking a break from JoJo for now.
Okay, yeah, that's
I mean,
fair.
or it could just be that part 5 literally wrapped up like a bit ago, and
Yeah, we'll get
takes
to like
time.
that later.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Anyway,
fair, that's fair.
So
Let's-
our next topic is two shows got introduced: Demon Slayer and One Punch Man season 2.
Man, I love One
I'm
Punch
excited.
Man Season 1.
Me too.
Season 1
Oh,
is
the
great.
good
Yeah,
I'm kinda
season
curious.
1 was great.
I'm kind of curious
We
that
discussed
like
that already.
if it's. I'm kind of
Wait.
curious if
Huh?
they
No,
give
sorry,
the
it's
show
from
and
outside the
actually has.
comments.
Hey, I'm actually curious if they give One Punch Man season 2 and actually has updated animation because.
That's not gonna happen.
Ha!
I mean, I'm not expecting.
No, hold on,
Here's
hold
the
on.
thing,
I
here's
think
the
you're
thing.
being serious. Let me laugh harder.
Wait.
I'm not expecting like season 1. I'm not expecting
Is it-
season 1 quality, but like you know how like the early Dragon Ball.
Sam,
Super
if I can
episodes are
be
pretty
serious for a second, I think they got the broadcast masters. Because I don't think the Blu-rays are out in Japan yet.
And I
Yeah.
don't think they can fix the animations and the art
What's
that fast.
what's wrong with it?
They were that behind on
The
schedule.
I haven't seen
animation
it
in season 2 compared to season 1 is crap.
really that
Yeah,
bad?
it took a dive.
Yeah.
It's
changed
not
staff.
the worst. It's not the worst, I guess, but it
Yeah,
is a considerable downgrade compared to season 1.
Yeah,
And considering
They
that
changed-
Mob Psycho came out this year and was fucking beautiful,
Wow,
uh,
that's tough.
I'm surprised that didn't come before
Super
One Punch
Top
Man because Mob Psycho came out before, or like Mob season 2 came out before One Punch Man season 2. I'm surprised that didn't come before.
I don't know what's going on with that, but
Burning Exeter in the chat has a funny comment. He says, "When it comes to One Punch Man, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain."
Ah, that's pretty accurate when it comes to the
Yeah.
animation quality.
That makes
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
For season 2.
I watched
Hmm.
2 episodes of the sub when it was up on Hulu, and I immediately dropped it
Watch-
afterwards.
Oh, that's
Watching subbed anime on Hulu is a freaking atrocious because the subs
Have you
are
tried
more like
Amazon
closed
Prime?
captions.
Have you tried Amazon
Never-
Prime?
To be completely honest, I think it's true across the board. I think Netflix is the only one that's kind of tolerable, but they push the dub on you because their subtitles are kind of crappy.
Somebody just commented, Suteri Hill said, Hola all. At least One Punch Man season 2 will have better animation than Genlock.
Ooh.
Dude, is this like a competition for who's the worst? Like,
Mm,
I don't know, man.
damn.
Genlock's not terrible.
Yes, I have
It's
to agree,
Rooster
Silver.
Teeth. Rooster
Yeah,
Teeth
I
has
actually sort of
always
How
enjoyed
been
about I
Genlock.
put it?
mid-budget.
I will say, like, I think Genlock, in terms of CGI animation, looks impressive for a web series.
Yes,
This is clearly meant for web series, not for television broadcasting.
that's
Yes.
a very
Yeah.
good point. I
Well,
agree with
it's
that.
interesting because from what I understand, it's a co-production with Michael B. Jordan's production company.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they're probably pretty new. So maybe that could be part of it too. I guess.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like the highest quality
genuinely
production Rooster
think
Teeth has put out.
True. That's
I-
true too.
I genuinely think what happened was that Rooster Teeth wanted this to be on their site in Crunchyroll, and then they were fully acquired by Warner Media, and they're like, "Hey, we want you to put your show on Toonami," and they're like, "Oh, okay."
Mhm.
But we
I
didn't
mean,
make
like,
it for
it's not
TV.
bad
Yeah, but
looking.
make it work somehow.
Oh yeah, we'll
But
give
we're
you
gonna
some
have
to
edit cuts, and we'll cut out most important scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, we got the fair trade, I guess. They want you to buy that Blu-ray.
They cut
Is it
stuff
on
from
Blu-ray?
Genlock on the
Yeah.
Toonami.
Yep.
Yeah,
For-
Genlock doesn't have 20 something episodes. It goes
It's
the
8
episode length vary.
Yeah, the first episode is
And-
32 minutes, along with the final episode. They cut down those episode sizes completely in favor of a
Yeah.
24-minute runtime.
It's too bad.
Yeah.
Cemetery
Moving
Man
on.
said, "Guess I'm in the minority. Didn't like Genlock at all."
I didn't care for Genlock either. I stopped after the first episode.
I kind of did
I
too.
mean,
I
it
wanted to
was
give
I
it a
pretty
didn't
good.
pay. I'll be honest. I liked
It
it,
was
but I didn't
pretty
really
good.
pay attention to it too much.
Yeah, I thought it was decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the key thing here. Genlock isn't bad at all. It's just not,
not
great,
great.
either. It's very middle of the road.
Yeah.
Like
I
there's
can agree with that.
like for a web series, the animation work is stellar. It's just not up to. It's just not there for TV.
That
Even
feel
with the-
when Beware
It's
the
very
Batman
close,
looked
but not
better.
there.
even with all the voice actors they got for it.
Yeah, I mean, I just got
That was
some
a crazy cast.
A-list
Yeah.
voice actors, which is probably because of B. Michael Jordan's company.
I know. I
Oh,
mean, Michael B. Jordan. Enough said.
So yeah, they got a lot of big name celebrities. which I think-
Dakota freaking Fanning was in it.
Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones was in it.
the
And then
doctor
Chad-
from
Doctor Who.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch. No.
No,
David,
I Doctor Strange.
David Tennant. Yeah.
Yeah, David Tennant.
Yeah.
But-
Basically,
I mean, what a
It would have
cast.
been cool though. Like, I was like hoping one of these people, like at least one of these people, like live tweet, and none of them did.
Why
they're,
would they
they're
care?
big name celebrities. They have a lot of work.
They're
and other
A-listers.
things
Of
better
course,
to
they're
do.
not going to do that.
But still, let's get back on topic. One Punch
Yeah,
Man season
any-
1 is awesome. Let's all enjoy that they're rerunning season 1 again at the top of
Oh,
the
they are?
block.
Oh.
Anyway, so yeah, the other new show that was announced back in like 4th of July was Demon Slayer.
Yes.
I don't get why they
And-
announced it like forever ago, and like now, like.
Well, they never
it,
had
like,
the available time slots. They had to wait for it to get dubbed too.
Yeah. Dub likely entered production the moment they announced it.
If you're setting your
Anyway.
DVRs though, I do want to say there's a old live action movie called Demon Slayer on there, so you don't want to get confused.
Anyway,
oh boy, they're
man,
already
I am
getting
hyped
live
for
action
Demon
movies.
Slayer.
I'm actually very excited to watch it because I never watched the simulcast all the way through. So I'm excited.
I
to hear the
did.
dub.
I know, like
I
everyone.
did, and I loved it.
This will be my first time watching, and I'm very hyped to see because I heard nothing but good things about it.
I mean, I know everyone's super excited about it, and he was even trending. Like,
I
and
mean,
with
yeah, Demon
celebrities.
Slayer broke Twitter.
Yeah.
Like freaking Zach from Zach and Cody tweeted about it, and you know that's a big deal.
Mm.
Oh, next you're
Hold
gonna
up.
tell me that
That's
Josh
the
Beck just started tweeting about anime the other day. Oh man,
Mm.
how new. But yeah, it's pretty impressive. The show got tremendous hype towards the end of its run, and it's probably one of the more hyper shows to come out this year.
And it's even
Oh,
getting a
absolutely.
movie. But don't worry, it's not live action.
Like, I was expecting that if anything was going to be that show that got like a crazy amount of hype this year, I was expecting either Promise Neverland or Doctor Stone to be that show. I was not expecting Demon Slayer, and I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Isn't the second arc of the show going to be a movie?
Yep.
Yeah,
It
they
is.
said that. And don't worry, it won't be live action.
Yeah, it'll be a
Boy, that's a
completely.
big
Why do you
change.
think
From what I
do
can
that?
gather, the movie is basically going to adapt the entire arc because that arc apparently is very short. So,
Yeah.
but my thing is
Okay.
like, why couldn't you adapt that into like a series? But yeah, whatever. If they ever do a season 2, maybe they can recut it for TV.
That's what Netflix did recently with the Cabaneri the Iron Fortress movie.
I
If you
don't
go on
know
there,
why.
Oh.
I don't know why they did that because
yeah, that's a little odd.
That show was
You didn't like it?
no.
no, it was not good.
Fair enough.
Madam said Konosuba should be on Toonami.
Ugh.
Crunchyroll, get on that.
I think we
I
all
mean,
like
they
that show.
could. I mean, with the hype of the movie coming out. What? Okay. So, I know we're talking
Madam said
about.
it'll be PG-13 and everyone will like it.
I'm sorry, but you cannot make Konosuba PG-13 and then get to episode 9 and expect it to still be PG-13.
I think it's kind of TV 14 at max.
No, but
Anyway, Demon Slayer, cool show. I'm excited for it.
I'm hyped
yeah,
for it.
I mean, like everyone was hyping it, so I'll see what's up.
Can't go wrong with demons and slaying them.
I mean, other than that, because we are talking about the schedule as a whole, why rerun Super in the beginning?
We haven't gotten to
like-
that topic yet.
No, but I thought this topic was about the schedule as a whole. I thought it was.
No, we're talking
No,
about
we're talking
Demon
about
Slayer
Demon
and One
Slayer.
Punch Man.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't read the thing. I thought it was just the schedule as a whole.
You fool! I keyed. But no, I think I'm excited for it. I was it a couple weeks now at this point?
I think next week.
Yes. Wait, no,
It's
12.
the week after.
Yeah.
This week is double Dr. Stone Super Finale and Gundam Finale.
Yeah, it's next
I'm sup-
week. October 12th is next week. So
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
both shows will premiere next week.
And so then what's replacing Gundam and what's replacing Stone?
We'll get to that.
Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself here.
Stone's not ending.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's a
No,
2-core series.
Oh,
But we'll talk about those.
right.
Yep.
Right. I get
Wait,
ahead of
so-
myself.
Alright.
so-
Move on.
A lot.
The reason why Stone is having 2 episodes this weekend is because of the marathon last weekend.
Oh, right, the DBZ or DBS Marathon.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
also because Genlock ended, so there's like that one open spot.
Yeah.
So you got to fill that with something.
All right.
Hmm.
So final thoughts: Demon Slayer, One Punch Man season 2, come to the block.
Gonna be
Wait,
sweet.
season 2? I thought it was season
sure?
1.
You're right.
Wow, that was
Well-
fast.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious to see on how they're gonna handle Garo in English, because I mean, like I like the whole cast. I think he had like a lot of, like good stuff. So I'm wondering to see how the actor is gonna play with Garo.
Nice.
All right.
Well, hold on. I have something to say a little off topic, but it was kind of brought up earlier.
Okay.
In recent news, it was announced that there will be a live-action adaptation of the Never Promised Land and some elements of the
Did you just say
story-
the Never Promised Lands?
The
Promised
Never-
Shut up, Steve.
Never
I don't want to
Land.
talk. King of the typos.
Shit.
the Neverland.
The Promised
Uh,
Neverland.
It's gonna be sweet.
There will be a live-action adaptation, and some of the story elements are being changed. Thoughts?
Oh
It's
boy.
coming winter.
Oh,
Like
boy,
it
you
is.
already
Oh man,
Live
here we
action.
go again.
a live action Death Note. Anyone?
I don't know. I have no
We
clue
got
what
two
to
of
think of
those.
it. Like, what are you
Go
talking?
watch it.
Live
There's
action
multiple
Fullmetal
live
Alchemist,
action
anyone?
Death
Yeah.
Notes. There's the
Yeah.
Japanese ones. There's
Whatever
the
you do,
TV miniseries.
just don't watch the Netflix one.
Yeah, I was gonna live action Full Metal Alchemist, anyone?
Well, that one was god
Um,
awful.
The most infamous of them all, Dragon
And
Ball
yet it was
Evolution.
still better than the Forbidden movie.
Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Evolution, everyone?
Silver's gonna kill us all.
Last
Let's
Airbender
just
M.
move on
Night
to the next
Shyamalan
topic
movie?
before Silver kills us all.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
All
Yeah.
right. So
Who wants to go?
as of today, actually, a new lineup
Yes.
dropped. So the lineup is Dragon Ball Super will be rerun at 11,
Why?
One Punch Man Season 2 at 11:30, Dr. Stone at 12, Fire Force 12:30 a.m., Food Wars 1 o'clock a.m., Demon Slayer premieres at 1:30, Black Clover moves down to 2, Boruto moves down to 2:30, Naruto Shippuden at 3, Lupin the Third Part 5 at 3:30, and closing out the block is My Hero Academia. Your
Season
thoughts?
3. Season
Wait,
3.
Why?
We
Uh,
still have the Naruto hour.
yeah.
Of course, they're gonna have that for forever. At least a couple more years. till it's gonna be done.
And ever.
Why can't
Come play
they,
with
like,
us, Silver. We have
No.
filler arcs
No.
upon
One
filler
of
arcs.
us. One
I was
of
like,
us.
I'm
One
fine.
of us.
One of us. One of us.
I'm fine with rerunning Super, but can you have it later?
I agree.
From, from
But
That
it's
seems to be
probably
the big
Toei who
topic
doesn't
of the
want
day.
it.
So I'm under the understanding that probably Toei wants to keep it on early. So their hands are probably tied.
And another
So-
reason for that being
I mean,
like
does
that,
Toei really
too,
have much say in the Toonami broadcast?
Yeah, they do. They can revoke that
Because-
license at any point if they want.
Toei had it originally premiering outside of Toonami.
Yeah.
That's not
But-
Wait, really?
The fact that, it premiered at 8 on Adult Swim and then Toonami got the rerun. They later changed it to where, Toonami premieres them now and Adult Swim reran it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I thought you just meant like in some other network in general. I was
No.
No.
like,
But-
EXP,
But it's
anyone?
like Toei does have full say over what Toonami and Adult Swim does with Super. They're not they do want it on at an early time slot so people can watch it.
A reason
Buy
why I
more
think they're also
merchandise.
running it at 11 and not what I originally thought they was going to do is because this Saturday they're losing the 8 o'clock hour, so there's not going to be any Super or DBC Kai reruns on Adult Swim anymore.
I thought they already lost the hour.
I think it's always the first Saturday in October.
I think they lost it already.
Really?
You want to know what I'm curious on? Is I just want to wait for some time to pass for Super to go to syndication and just see what other types of networks it lands on. Because as I mentioned before, I discovered DBZ Kai through its freaking god awful Nicktoons. Actually, not god awful because that belongs to 4Kids. But I saw DBZ Kai on freaking Nicktoons. So I was like wondering, what if they give Super on Nicktoons? Oh my god. Or any other children's network.
I don't think that's happening.
I was like,
It's
they couldn't give the Goku Blackheart because that's literally all about freaking gods.
I remember for a while, Naruto Shippuden was shown on Disney XD, but before it got too
Oh,
violent.
I
for them.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Disney
I
just sat on
remember
those
that.
rights.
I remember
I
that.
remember that.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, man, that was crazy.
Yeah, I think
But,
I don't quote me on it, but I think they dropped the show on the arc with Asuna on Asuma.
Asuna.
Where the arc where Asuma dies, I think they dropped it there because they came to a little bit of a problem with the censoring. The Katsuki member's power is basically he drinks his opponent's blood, and then his opponent's life is tied to his.
Yeah.
if he harms himself, his opponent gets harmed as well. Here's the problem. Disney XD kept censoring all blood,
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
the new bad guy's power is directly tied to blood.
And self
They
mutilation.
couldn't find a way to censor it.
Right.
It was the case where the only way to deal with the episode would be to skip the episode. But the whole arc is based on that.
Right.
The entire power is based on that.
I've never seen Shippuden on Disney XD, but I have seen Kai on Nicktoons, and it's not the worst. That title belongs to the 4Kids version of Kai. Um, but uh, the Nicktoons Kai just censored the blood out. Like every time they had blood, it was just kind of like white or like clearish,
Okay,
whatever.
but let's be real here. Toonami, well, no, Funimation censored the blood content too when it was on Toonami in the 90s.
Well,
So
that's a different time. That was Cartoon Network era.
yeah, but even still, like Dragon Ball Z aired censored. Dragon Ball Z Kai aired. Sure, Kai was already censored quite a bit. They removed part of the
Can we
blood.
get
But
back on topic, please?
Yeah, I was about
No.
to say we are really off topic.
What's the
Yeah,
topic
don't
again?
piss Trevor off again.
I'm terrible at this because I get off topic too easily. You know, I'm really bad at saying a
Well, we
topic.
do that a lot, so welcome to the club.
We have
Can
topics,
we
but we
imagine
never
how
talk
we
about
handle
them.
ourselves in an actual live panel?
Oh God.
Oh Lord.
So, what do we think about this lineup? Well, we're going to talk about this brand of bullshit for an hour.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Okay. Anyway,
I like
Dragon,
it.
Dragon Ball
Alright.
viewers
Super.
because of that.
Obviously, I think we all agree Dragon Ball Super repeating isn't our favorite thing, but you know,
yeah.
Yeah.
what can you do?
At least put it later.
Especially at
Like,
the
at
beginning of the
least-
block, because that didn't
Right.
with Samurai Jack and Attack on Titan.
Mhm.
I think Dragon Ball is the very rare exception of a show that no matter how many times you run it into the ground, people will come and watch.
That's
But
true.
that's another
Viewers.
thing I didn't see. That's
as a
another thing.
fanboy, I can confirm I will keep rewatching.
I
Hmm.
mean,
no
think
matter
about
what.
it this way. They reran DBZ Kai at the top of the block, and all it was just a rehanced version of DBZ, and people
True.
came to watch that in droves.
That's a good.
Well, I
good
mean,
point,
at
That
the
is
yeah.
true.
time, it was
Here's
new.
another thing
at
that a
the
lot
time.
of people didn't think about was everybody assumed this start from episode 1, but like Sam said, they're gonna.
I'm
probably-
pretty sure they're just going to restart the Tournament of Power arc.
Yeah,
That
like
would
how
make
they did with-
sense.
How they did with Bleach, they restarted Bleach at the Eisen.
It's
So-
probably for whatever contract they currently sign or currently have access to episodes to.
Aren't
I'm
like all the episodes on the app though?
Yes,
Yeah.
they are. But I don't know what the deal is with TV. TV and streaming are completely different.
Yeah, and this was
Oh,
mentioned in the
I don't
pod.
know. I never even thought about this. So, like, going on the Super for a moment, and yes, I've said this before, and yes, I know people are tired of me saying it, and I know that it can't be, nothing can be done about it. But those freaking frame edit sensors, like they were like whatever in the beginning, but in the final fight of the show, where like almost everything is fast paced, it really started becoming a problem. Like, especially in the iconic moment of the episode, my favorite moment of the episode, where Goku gets angry and freaking pummels Jiren to the ground. Like, that whole entire scene was nothing but fast paced thing. So when it played on Toonami, it was a freaking like in fast slideshow.
Buy the
What
Blu-rays.
Anyway,
What did you
For the
expect?
record,
Moving on.
Lineup,
They had
I
to
have
follow
thoughts.
laws.
anyway, Demon Slayer at 130.
Perplexing that they chose 130.
I'm not a fan of that.
I'm weirded
Really?
out of why they chose that. Maybe they were thinking, well, it ended. Maybe it won't be the big hit that we want it to be on the block. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
didn't Promise Neverland end like a while back, and then it came to Toonami?
I mean, it
Can't
ended,
Toonami
and
have
then
an
it
ended?
came like a week
It-
later after it
Yeah,
ended.
it ended, and as soon as it ended, they announced it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
There was
Yeah,
another
I would have
reason
put that
was
at like
thinking,
12.
I looked at the ratings.
I'm
and
noticing that with Aniplex shows where like Aniplex is happy to bring the show to the block, but they can't do it until after the broadcast ends in Japan.
Unless you're Sword Art.
Like
That's true.
Were they
Sword Art is
still
the
giving?
one exception, and I think Sword Art was on the halfway point.
Were they still giving Alicization when it came to Toonami? I thought it was over.
Yeah.
by
No,
the
No,
time
it was still
came to
airing.
Toonami.
it's still airing, and it'll likely come at the same time. It'll still air.
Yeah. Speaking of future
Yeah.
Boy,
shows,
I can't wait for the second half to come, and then everyone on Twitter to start a riot.
and guess who's going to deal with all those mentions?
Sam
me.
too.
Anyway, you guys mentioned, I was mentioning earlier in the podcast, My Hero. I do believe at some point in the lineup, My
It's
Hero
happening.
Academia Season 4 is going to come to Toonami.
Yeah,
It's
Probably.
it's a matter of not
They-
if,
they-
but when.
Yep.
Exactly. I mean, they're having a
It-
freaking panel at Madison Square Garden at New York Comic Con tomorrow.
I feel like it's going to
Too
get
bad
announced
Stevie
there, so
couldn't
I would
go.
keep an eye out for tomorrow.
I would probably keep
Uh,
realistic expectations. How about that?
I thought that
I mean,
originally,
like-
but now I'm starting not to think that. Maybe they're not announce it at Madison Square Garden.
But it makes sense because I mean they've been building up to it with rerunning 1, 2, 3, and now they're getting caught up, and so they're just in
Yeah.
time for season 4.
Yeah, and
Yeah, like they
it's
wouldn't
Garden.
rerun it. They would not rerun it if it wasn't coming. Same happened with Attack on Titan.
I mean,
Like
if you're
season
from
3.
if you're from this area, you know the Garden. If you're gonna do something at the Garden, it's got to be big.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, that's
What's
interesting. I'll-
bigger
we'll
than
keep hearing.
Sword Art Online?
A lot.
Huh.
Somebody's
Huh.
commenting about the censorship in the comments, Cemetery Hill. But the thing is, the censorship really doesn't have anything to do with Toonami. It's more the higher ups or the other companies that really do have to do with it.
The only thing that the only censoring job Toonami did was the super edits.
That
Supposedly
wasn't even
everything-
them. That was their editing department. Kind
Right.
of being like, well, this failed our test. We need to do this because we don't want to be liable for seizures.
Right.
Exactly.
And even then, they had to put a seizure warning just in case. Because, hey, this failed our test. We need to do this.
This failed our test.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but we can't have it too slow. It ruins the show. Can't you speed
You
it
know
up?
what you gotta blame?
That was
You have to
weird.
blame Pokemon.
Yeah.
You gotta blame
That-
Pokemon in that one freaking episode where they had Porygon in there.
There's
That was
been
weird.
plenty of times where standards and practices have come in and been like, well, we can't show this on TV.
Really.
But yeah,
Yeah,
that's just,
we like having a network. We can't have that.
yeah, it's just like, it's just standard and practices. It's just normal. They don't want to be liable for anything.
All
But-
right.
Anyway, getting off the
So-
topic of that, I don't know what to think of this lineup. I'm not really upset. I'm just like weirded out. Like, this is how it went down, and they took this long to announce it.
I agree.
Like,
Still kind of annoyed that Lupin is at like the very end.
I
Like-
don't really
Yeah.
care or mind. Sucks for
Hmm.
people
But
who like
Lupin.
Lupin, but
I can't keep awake at that time, especially when I work early the next day. I was
Too
so
bad you're
glad.
doing it.
I was so glad that Toonami had that super marathon last weekend because I had to work at
Yeah.
6 a.m. that day.
I think Silver is the only one in the squad who actually watches Gundam.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna know what's funny is that I set. You wanna know what's funny is that I set my DVR to record like all the Toonami shows, and then I'll rewatch them during the week. But whenever it gets to Gundam, I can't keep myself to continue watching it. even during the day. I literally am like, what is this? What is going on here? I don't know who these people are.
But I look, I'm not gonna say that Gundam can be boring with all the political talk, but
Wait.
Gundam to me, the reason I'm actually engaged with Gundam the Origin is because there's not that much political talk. Like
It's supposed to be the origin of a freaking war.
I think
exactly, and you
political
can
is
see
nothing real.
like
We don't need it in an anime.
like, but it's not only like the origin of okay, how to put it.
Char.
The show seems more focused since it seems more focused. It started out with Char, okay, and it focused on Char, and then slowly from Char it expanded into the 1 year war, and you can see the steps happening that leads to that, and you can see Char like growing up to be that badass from Gundam, and
I've never even seen the original Gundam, so I can't.
Oh,
really,
really?
like,
Oh,
he,
it's
here's
good.
But
here's the amazing part. I haven't actually seen much Gundam.
Hmm.
And even I know who Char Aznavour is.
I have no idea who the hell that is.
He's the badass of the Gundam franchise.
He's the main antagonist to the whole series, practically. Yeah, I would say that's
He's
accurate.
the main badass. Like that is the best way to describe him. He's the main badass.
Okay.
He's Char fucking Aznavour. Respect him.
All right.
All right.
wow, so we're gonna make a
What do
freaking
you
series
guys
video?
think about the rest of the lineup? Because I gave my 2 cents.
I like it.
Okay. One
Yeah.
Punch Man, in my opinion, should be the first show. Super at the
Hell
very
no.
least.
No.
At
One
the
Punch
at
Man
the
should not be the first show. That should
Hell
be
no.
Demon Slayer.
I agree with that.
Thank you, Silver.
Eh,
I don't
At the
think
very
Super
least-
should be last though.
at the very least, Super should be like in the second hour, like at 12.
Look, let's go for middle ground. Let's go for middle ground. Let's put Super between Boruto and Naruto.
Hell no.
Toei,
Let's be real
Toei
here. We
ain't
gotta
gonna
break
have
up
that.
that hour.
That's the middle ground.
That's the middle ground.
that's not a bad
Break-
idea. Adult Swim, get on that like right now.
Right.
Toei ain't
Oh,
gonna have
It
that.
doesn't sound good, yeah, but at least it breaks up the Naruto Power Hour.
Which is just an hour of
Naruto
nothing.
Power Hour.
Hey! Technically, it kind of makes sense now because apparently the next arc of Boruto is freaking time travel.
No, the next arc in Boruto
Oh god, they jumped the shark.
is time travel. We're not there yet. We
The
haven't
show
even
dropped
Wait,
the
hold on.
shark when episode 1 aired.
Fair.
Hello?
I don't. I just got lost.
Hey, Endgame still
Yeah.
Endgame used time travel, so I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
I am so sad they didn't go with going up Thanos' ass and killing him.
Damn, such a missed opportunity.
And in an alternate universe,
Right? Yeah.
that
We
was
need to
in
see that
Area
movie.
51. That was in Area 51. Avengers.
I wish
Endgame,
they
Secret,
actually
Ant-Man
did
ending.
it, and
And it turned out it
I
wasn't
wish
the real
they would've-
Thanos.
Yeah.
I
And
wish they would have actually done it, and like, but then it turns out it was all an illusion because of one of the Infinity Stones, and then he just straight up kills them. Because at least they give us that one more moment of hilarity, but nope, it still fails.
anyway,
Hello.
I do have one
Back
more
on
thought.
topic.
I do have one more thought. It's Black Clover moving down to 2. I understand. I understand it.
Black.
Being honest though,
That's all
hold
I'm
up,
saying.
hold up. Wait.
Burning Extra said Black Clover should be at the bottom of the barrel. That crap is still going on.
I don't agree with that.
Wait. Okay,
I mean,
first
like
off,
I was
no.
gonna say it actually kind of started pulling my interest more. Like especially
Like-
during that or little tournament
Black
arc.
Clover's getting
I've
good.
been- I've been
we're getting
keeping
to the
up
good
with
arcs.
the simulcast. Holy crap, Black Clover's getting good.
Yeah, it gets good. I told you, it just takes
How many
a
episodes do you have
lot
to
of
watch?
episodes.
Okay, so Black Clover is pretty much the One Piece where it's like, hey, okay, just watch One Piece. It gets good after episode 533. That's like
No,
that's like
no,
Black
no, no,
that's
no,
like
no.
Black Clover. Hey, watch Black Clover. It gets good after episode 80, 85.
No, 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 no.
No, only episode 50. Okay.
Now we have to clarify this right now. Because Fairy Tale is not coming to the
I
block.
was about
Period.
to say that.
Yeah,
It should,
Fairy
and the thing is,
Tail-
it shouldn't because Fairy Tale's just about over. I feel like it's kind of
It
missed its
ended.
opportunity.
Just
It
about
ended.
over?
It just
I-
ended.
I
Well,
like
I'm
Fairy
behind.
Tail,
I'm
but
probably
no
behind.
to
but
Toonami. It's
it ended like
It
last
did.
week.
Okay, so it ended last week. So yeah, so it's really missed its opportunity in my opinion.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't
I
think
keep
Fairy Tale's
seeing-
ever going to come to the
It's
block.
just way too old at this point, and I'm personally against the
agree.
idea of getting another long runner. We have enough.
Yeah.
And
Like,
Jason-
let's
Fairy
get excited for
Tail,
future
but-
shows.
Oh, Toonami, no.
And Jason DeMarco has made it very clear he doesn't like Fairy Tale and he doesn't want to put it in block.
Hey, well,
If the
if One
guy-
Piece can make it, I don't think Fairy Tale could.
Yeah. Anyway,
When is that
Fairy
gonna
Tail-
fit through another long ass show? That's old.
Fairy Tale is in that Toonami graveyard of shows that has been made clear is not coming. It sits there with Sailor Moon and Darling in the Franxx.
Yeah, Jason
Yeah.
said he doesn't like Darling in the Franxx.
But it stands proud.
that show had a terrible ending. Oh my god.
Hmm.
Anyway, so-
Speaking of, I wonder what that other show that they were getting, but it fell through at the last minute. I wonder what that show
I
was.
don't know.
Wait,
No,
you
no,
were
My Hero
talking about
Academia
another-
season 4.
Ah,
So anyway, back to the lineup. Final thoughts before we move on.
I
Fire.
just hope they leave room for Uzumaki.
I'm gonna say this. I think the way I see it, Super should have gone between Boruto and Naruto. Okay. Demon Slayer should have been at the top, and Fire Force would have dropped down a bit.
If we're giving like prediction of the lineups, if they were going to keep Super fine, it would have been Dragon Ball Super, One Punch Man, Demon Slayer, Doctor Stone, Fire Force, Food Wars, Black Clover, Boruto, Lupin the Third, and then Shippuden and My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a much better lineup to me.
Yeah, that seems more ideal.
But we gotta have that ninja hour.
Fuck that Ninja Hour.
We don't need the ninja out. Actually, we only need a half hour of ninja. The one that's not Boruto.
But yeah, it's a perplexing lineup choice. Like, I get why they chose One Punch Man to be at after Super, but it's like, why is
I mean,
Demon
when it
Slayer airing
premiered,
so
it was
late?
after Kai.
That's true, but that was also off the hype of season 1, and season 2 died during its simulcast. So what does that really say about
Season
the
2
show?
died on the first episode.
Now,
The hype for season Actually, no. The hype for season 2 died after the first trailer came out.
No, the hype for season 2 died after it was announced that they were switching studios and that the main supervisor who made season 1 good as it wasn't going to be on board for season 2.
No, that's not fair. It was definitely like when the trailer came out, that's when it died.
Yeah.
Because
Because
studios can change, managers can change. That's fine. It's what leads to the final product. If the final product doesn't look good, that's when you start getting scared. If it turns out that it's not good, well, that's where it dies out. But switching managers, switching studios, it can change some things, but it's not the main. It's not the main thing that will ruin a show.
All right.
All right, so we
the
should
next
move
topic,
on now.
One Piece Stampede.
aka Stampede.
I'm
LOL,
gonna go
one-
watch it somehow.
LOL, One Piece is not on Toonami anymore. Get wrecked.
Go watch it in theaters. Isn't Funimation putting it out in theaters?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
limited theaters for like a few days.
Yeah, that
What's
should be
the
cool.
date?
Weren't
What's
we
the date
supposed to
for
talk
it?
about something else before this?
No.
I think it was. I think the movie runs from the 26th to October 30th.
I haven't seen trailers for it,
24th
but
to the
I,
31.
but I hear it's
Oh.
doing really well in Japan, or it did really well in Japan.
Oh,
I
nice.
am
But well, of
somehow
course,
gonna
it's
see.
One Piece.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna.
Like so far, there were like 3 anime movies that I was planning on seeing this year. Well, technically 4. I already saw Broly, the Studio Trigger Pro Mare movie, the Konosuba movie, unfortunately, and Stampede. But unfortunately, I missed my chance to see Pro Mare.
Oh, that's too
You
bad.
missed the spectacle, man. It was beautiful.
Was it really?
It was.
And
it
I'm
was
really
just
and I'm
beautiful.
really only and I'm really only seeing the Konosuba movie because I was just thinking to myself, do I really want to walk into a theater to see this? And then I convinced 2 of my most non-anime friends to see it with me. So that's literally gonna be a meme.
There's also, if anyone's interested, there's a movie coming out tomorrow and the next day in theaters called Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dreaming Girl. I have no idea what it's about, but
Heavy
it's also
anime,
by
dude.
Funimation.
It's distributed by
It's about a
Aniplex.
rascal dreaming
Is it
of a
by
girl.
Aniplex?
Uber Dude 102 say, "What the fuck is going on here?"
We don't know either.
We don't know.
That's
either.
literally the description of every single podcast we do.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So yeah, One Piece Stampede.
Yeah,
Go
not a
watch
lot to
it.
say.
I'll check it out. I mean, I haven't really seen much of One Piece before, and I don't plan on it because of the freaking 900 episodes and still going.
Hey, 1,000 episodes and still going.
I am somehow gonna watch it, and
Good
I
luck.
say,
God.
and I say somehow with an emphasis because I'm not gonna be in Chicago. I'm gonna come back on the 26th, so that leaves me like what? Actually, no, on the 28th. So that doesn't leave me many days to go catch and see it.
All right. So I guess we can move on.
Yeah.
Well,
Well-
hold on. The trailer that we posted for Uzumaki blew up so freaking.
We'll be
big.
getting into that later, boss.
Like right now. How about now?
I was gonna save it for last.
Okay.
I thought we were going to save the other thing for last.
Well, I just thought I forgot about Uzumaki, so we're gonna save that for last.
What was the other thing?
Ah,
I thought that's what we just talked about.
We'll get to it anyway. So you want to talk about the Silver Footy Cootie 2's release?
Ho ho ho!
So,
Warner Brothers, you
Should
fucked up.
we laugh at the release or should we feel bad for it?
Have we gotten any footage of the inside though, like the menus and?
I have
What is
seen
it?
nothing about it, and I don't want to waste $20. So
Well,
It's just the picture of Fully Cooley 2 and the 3 buttons.
the
it's
4
just
buttons.
the standard. It's just the standard Warner Brothers menu, from what I can.
It's
Sam,
literally.
wait, let me hold up. Let me correct something there. It's not the standard Warner Brothers menu. It's the standard Windows DVD maker.
Man, some college student must be having a time of his life over at Warner Brothers Studios.
Hey, interns worked hard on that, really.
They worked for an extra 5 minutes off their 10-minute time limit.
I mean, supposedly, Jason says there will be a progressive alternative Blu-ray pack.
Hey, that's
Supposedly
cool and
next
all,
year.
but the DVDs, from what I can gather, are not what they're advertised as.
Yeah.
Because people are reporting that it's English only, even though they advertise on the box that it has Japanese audio. So either A, it's the total fucking lie and they're ripping you off, or B, there's Japanese audio but there's dub titles.
Ooh.
Other possibility is that they copy pasted the material for the Blu-ray set onto the DVD set.
Ooh. But yeah, if it's saying
I want
on
to.
there, if it's
Look,
saying on
guys, let's be fair here. They sit. They didn't say Japanese audio. They said English dub and sub. There's a sub. There's a
I
sub. There's a sub right there. You just didn't ask for the Japanese audio too in the same set. You need to be more specific.
dude, that would be so fucking terrible. We ourselves have not picked this up. At least I don't think any of us have, because I
I
don't
see
want to
it at
waste
a
$20.
If I see it at a steep discount, I might pick it up because I'm also a Walmart employee and I can get some stuff at an extra discount. So if I see it in my store and it's like less than 20, then I might consider it.
If
I
it's
don't think
less than 20, buy it for me.
I will get it when
Why?
it's part of the $5 bargain bin.
Whoa. That's still too expensive.
That's you're actually right. I'll just buy a handoff copy on eBay for like a buck, and it just comes in like one of those crappy DVD sleeves.
Literally a bootleg DVD. It literally is like an empty DVD ROM, and it just has like Sharpie on it, FLCL 2. Then you put it in, and it's like those typical bootleg DVD like menus.
You know, I think it might be a better experience than what Warner Brothers is offering.
and then you load
Funny
the
'cause it's
episode, and
true.
it's not even. You load the episode, and it's not even a high quality episode. It's like one of those TV, camera filmed against screen type things that like a bunch of those movies do.
It's not even that. It's somehow a VHS copy.
How do they even have a VHS copy for a show that was made in HD?
Like they recorded it on VHS and then took that video and added it to the DVD and then just sent it off.
All right. So, final thoughts. Footy Cootie Season 2's release.
It happened. It came out. Warner Brothers does not advertise this, neither has Adult Swim. So
you could tell they don't give a shit.
Nobody knows that this released. I was actually talking to
I
a bunch of
think-
friends of mine, and they're like, "Wait, this released? I didn't know this happened."
All
I
right.
genuinely believe that it's not that. I believe, and this is me.
I mean, think about this:
That-
is that the Samurai Jack release had so much promotional material for it, and it did, and Fooly Cooly has gotten like jack shit, nothing. So that should tell you everything.
My theory is that
I mean, but yet again, it was also something made by Gendy, and anything Gendy makes gets a lot of.
My theory is that
That was-
somewhere in the contract says that they have to release it on DVD. You can release it on everything else, but you have to do it on DVD. So, okay, there, we released it on DVD. Now we can deal with the real package.
Well, I hope the real package is actually worth the price. If it's just another crappy Blu-ray menu from like It Chapter 1, I'm just gonna be like, Warner, just stop.
All right.
What if the
It's so
deal
bad
was
about
that
DVDs are still being made at this point.
Well, I wish all anime DVDs would start upping their extras game because most of these anime DVDs don't really have much in terms of bonus material.
Yeah, they're not even like
Yeah,
commentary.
I got the Broly Blu. I got the Broly Blu-ray. The only thing it
What?
comes with the Broly Blu-ray. Dragon Ball
Say that
Super
3
Broly.
times fast. Oh man, how is it
I
though?
have
The
the
Broly-
Dragon Ball. I have the Dragon Ball Super Broly copy on me because I wanted to pick it up, a physical, and the only extra it had was the trailers and this little 4-minute documentary thing of pretty much just Dragon Ball in general. of like cons and voice actor interviews, just talking about the movie, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
pretty
that was
light.
but the interview was really weird.
Over 40
'Cause-
minutes of extra content.
no, but uh, the thing is, I'm gonna be very vague. You could tell that there was a focus in that interview, and they removed and they took out the guy that was part of the focus because he was the titular character. So everyone's talking about Broly, except the guy.
Who
You know what?
voices?
You know what? Next topic.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. So the next
Next
topic is
topic. I don't want
one
to open that.
a lot of us have been waiting for because it airs this week on Monday.
Yes.
Primal. Primal
Primal.
debuts on Adult Swim this week. I know
I just
Sam
wanna
did a article on it.
Hell yeah.
Came out. Go read it if you get the chance.
Yeah,
Nice.
I gave it
I just want
a
to.
high recommendation to talk a little bit about it, because for those who may not be familiar with Primal, Primal is the next little series from Genndy Tartakovsky. So basically, it follows the events of a caveman and dinosaur that have to survive. It's very simple, very fun. I think I want to talk a lot about it, but I'll let all of you talk first.
I just want to say that I made a meme because the trailer gave me an idea, and it did not gain as much traction as I thought it will. So I'm gonna repost that soon.
It's always the good tweets that don't get big. And then it's like something stupid and it goes big. Oh, okay, there it goes.
My smart tweet, this is very smart. I'd say articulate. My tweet, fuck dick shit.
No, I saw I saw the Primal trailer, and at the end, like all these freaking creatures are just screaming and roaring, and then I just thought of that scene from SpongeBob where they're at the Fry Cook Games and they're yelling at each other, and then the big dude just goes, and that's
Yeah, it's like it's
Dude,
only
even-
the ones you put the most effort into don't blow up.
Even SpongeBob,
And
SpongeBob has a tournament arc, man.
I actually decided to go into a video editor, put that in, and post it, and all it got was 15 likes.
That's just code.
Still something. But yeah, thoughts, Primal.
No, it looks good, man. It looks really good. It's Genndy, so of course, I mean, you gotta watch it.
FYI, for those that are asking if it's on Toonami, NO.
It's on Adult Swim, right?
Yeah, it's a 5-night Adult Swim original miniseries.
Hey, you bet your ass I'm excited for it.
So it's only playing 1 week then.
Makes his gold.
Yeah. So
Wow.
if everyone's talked, what about you, boss?
Yeah, what are your thoughts, boss?
He fell asleep.
I guess he doesn't have any thoughts.
Oh no.
Or maybe his
My mic
mic
was
died.
muted again, goddammit. My mic was muted
Yeah.
again.
All right,
But I
boss. You have
have
any
one-
thoughts about Primal?
I have just one little thing to say about it. I'm currently working on something behind the scenes with it. I can't go into detail and say what at this time. You just have to wait and see what happens.
Ooh,
Yeah.
exclusive.
Anything about it.
Breaking news.
Yeah, I'm like in the dark. Like what? What's going on?
You left us all in the dark. Wait a minute.
Turns out,
I
he's the main
alluded to it
character.
earlier in the week in the DMs. Well, the DM with me and Silver and Steven. So.
Whatever.
Anyway, Sam, I know you've been dying to talk about Primal. Go. The floor is yours.
Tell us about it.
No spoilers.
Do you want me to be like spoiler free or
Spoiler free.
Ish,
It hasn't
please.
aired yet.
Spoil
This is
everything.
gonna be
If you
like,
can.
okay, so first things first. I've seen 4 episodes out of 5, so I've already seen most of the series because of we had access to a press version. So that's basically how I got to see the first 4 episodes. If I could sum it up in one word, awesome. It's an amazing show from beginning to end. Um, the show itself has no dialogue. The only stuff that you kind of hear is screaming, but that's it. You're not going to hear any the caveman talking and like ooga ooga and all that. It's a very
that kind of. Sorry to cut you off, Sam. That's kind of like in like those Samurai Jack moments where like it just got all silent and then you just see none but action or set pieces and all that.
yeah. This definitely feels like the true evolution of Gendy's work. Um, uh, so from Samurai Jack, it's all about scene after scene of quiet moments with beautiful artwork to enhance it, and then you have like moments of action without dialogue. And I think Gendy in this show specifically found the perfect balance of this beautiful, luscious scenery with this gigantic world with this beautiful looking style to it. You feel that this could be this is a real place, that this is just some place that you can imagine existing at one point in time. Obviously it couldn't, because caveman did not exist around the time dinosaurs did, but if we go there we're going to be like arguing all night. But that's not the point of the show, is to be accurate as possible. But basically it feels like Gendy is, with Samurai Jack, even at its most serious points, it still felt very cartoonish with its action. Obviously, it had a lot of action, and I think it was very good, but it still felt like very slapsticky, very, very cartoonish. With this one, it feels a lot more raw. You feel the impact with all the weapons that they use, all the stuff. You feel the bones breaking. You feel all the stuff. You've seen those clips. You've seen those clips where the dinosaur just bites the nose off another dinosaur. You feel and hear that, and it is brutal. So
I was also gonna say that I think that's also Gendy going all out on Adult Swim,
because with Samurai Jack season 5, he did have this idea like, okay, well maybe I could do this or that, and he's like, well, I don't want to do that because Jack has been something where people watched this when they were kids, and they're older now, but I don't want to be like that person who's like, oh, I don't want to put like Jack killing for no reason. He did it in a tasteful way with season 5, where he's like, okay, well, we'll have Jack kill, but it'll be on our terms. With Primal, he's just like, fuck it. I want to see a caveman stab a fucking dinosaur of his own.
Jeez. We actually have a comment about Burning Exter. If Primal is Gendy's apology for Hotel Transylvania 3, then apology is accepted.
Oh, wow.
I haven't seen that. I've seen the other two. Those are actually not terrible movies.
Yeah, they're not bad. Honestly.
I've only seen Hotel Transylvania 1. I couldn't give a crap about 2 or 3.
I thought he did the first 2.
He worked on he worked on 3 of them.
Did he make? Did he? Oh boy. Hey, well.
I also remember they had like a Hotel Transylvania like short played before the freaking Emoji Movie, and everyone said that was the best part of the show. And everyone said that's the best part of the freaking show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised there.
Yeah, but going back to Primal. I really love it. I wasn't sure how I was supposed to feel with it being no dialogue, but it's really engaging. They do it in a smart way where they're telling the story with all emotion. It's pretty much how you should use the medium of animation. They use body language and expressions to really tell you how the characters are feeling at that moment in time, and it works. It works really well. I really feel this emotional connection because they tell the story in such a smart way where we get to know more about the caveman, which I think they call him Spear, but they never call him that in the show because they can't talk. But it's really good. I guess if I had like some criticisms, I will say that the first 2 or so episodes can be pretty slow, but they're still pretty good though. They don't drag their feet. But
interesting.
it's hard for me to not talk about spoilers because I'm like, I want to talk about this cool shit that happens like really later, but I don't want to spoil
Maybe
it.
for another pod.
Maybe when all episodes are out and everyone's seen all of them. I haven't seen all episodes, so I'm probably gonna sit down and watch the entire miniseries on Adult Swim. But
I just realized that it premieres at 8, and I work almost this whole week, so I pretty much gotta freaking wait. Damn it!
I just realized I'm gonna have class during one of those episodes. Oh well.
yeah, I'm excited. This
Wait,
is
you
probably
have class at midnight?
No, at 8.
8 in the morning.
8
Oh.
no,
8
not
at
8 in the
night.
morning.
Oh, 8 at night.
8
Yeah,
p.m.
I thought it premiered at
No, I
midnight.
was gonna wake.
It premieres at midnight, but his class probably goes past that.
Okay.
Really? Jesus.
No, it premieres
Anyway.
at 8. It premieres at 8 p.m. Like as soon as Adult Swim starts.
No, it doesn't.
It premieres at midnight.
Yeah,
Oh, it does.
guys, this show.
Oh, I thought it
is
was 8 p.m.
TVMA. This show.
Oh yeah,
First of all,
true.
Let's just get back to what Sam was saying.
Oh, I don't know why. I thought 8 p.m. for some reason.
For
No.
one thing,
Oh,
Adult
never
Swim
mind.
lost the 8 p.m. hour, so that can't even happen.
I don't know.
Well-
That was in my head. And I'm
Well, that's
surprised
cool.
they're
Midnight.
doing it.
To
That's good.
clarify, Primal premieres at midnight Eastern and Pacific time.
Yeah.
Oh
and
wait, Eastern
premiering-
and Pacific time.
Yeah, and then there'll be a So here's the deal: like, there's a rerun also at 3:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. So if you missed an episode that night when it was premiering, if you're up really late for whatever reason, you can watch it at 3:30.
Now, can I ask a quick question?
surprised.
Just
Yeah,
so I'm clear
go
on
ahead.
this. So is it midnight Eastern time and midnight Pacific time? So like we're on the West Coast, we still have to wait till midnight over here.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
And same
That makes
thing with
sense.
the rerun. It's 3:30 Eastern and 3:30 Pacific.
So yeah.
Okay, cool.
But Primal is a really brutal show. I will say this: if you are very squeamish, maybe not watch it because it can get really intense and really bloody and
Wow.
really gory at points. It's a very showy show, and it's not afraid to be very brutal with itself, which I mean makes sense. I mean, it's this prehistoric ages, so it makes it very.
Surprised it's on TV, or like it does enough to at least be aired or something.
I'm just kind of glad this is airing because I'm like, this is probably some of the best I've seen this year in terms of TV and animation.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is really good. Apparently, like, I've been kind of digging more into it, and apparently it originally started out as like an idea Gendy had for like a short, but then he was like, well, maybe I can expand this into a little mini series. And I don't know how he did it, but he managed to take that very simple concept and expand upon it in a way where I'm like, what? It's really cool. It's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, that's gonna be exciting to see this the premiere.
Yeah, just you talking about what you've seen just gets me more excited for
Dude,
what's to come.
I want to like spoil some things. I'm like, I want to talk about.
I know it's hard to hold back.
Redacted.
All I say.
No.
There's a spider. That's all I'm gonna say. That's probably one of the coolest, there's probably one of the coolest shit. If I could actually sell you on this, have you ever like looked at one of those really old metal album cover arts, like something that you see from like heavy metal or something?
Yeah.
That's Primal. That's
Wow.
Primal in a nutshell.
All right.
You said spiders, and I just thought of that SpongeBob scene where Patrick is freaking out of his spiders. Spiders.
All right. So, any final thoughts on Primal?
It's gonna be
We'll
good
see when it
stuff.
comes out.
Say something, but I don't know if I should.
What?
Don't do it, man.
All right. So we have one last topic for tonight. And so a few of our staff went to Crunchyroll Expo this year. And at Crunchyroll Expo, it was announced that not only Uzumaki was getting an anime, it's going to be airing on Toonami.
It'll be broadcast on Toonami first before it even airs in Japan.
Wow, that's amazing.
Worldwide premiere.
Well, I mean, that happened with Fooly Cooly too. Like Fully Cooley, like premiering Toonami.
To be
first, and then
completely
Fully
honest,
Cooley
this
fans
is
They
were
nothing.
can't.
Yeah,
But it's just
They
like
can't.
if you get like yeah,
but this is
Rudy,
Uzumaki.
yeah, like the only
Nothing to
time
do
that's
with
really ever
Naruto.
happened is Space Dandy.
Right, not the Naruto Uzumaki. It's a different Uzumaki. But no, I mean, I loved me some Junji Ito, so I'm super excited to see that one.
I mean,
Yeah, and apparently
Yeah.
the trailer that they showed, that's going to be the entire art style of the show. It's going to be black and white. It's going to look like that, and it's like, ooh, that looks pretty unique and cool.
I mean, I can
Oh,
tell
nice.
people are hyped about it because when I posted the trailer on the account,
that fucking
holy
blue.
crap, that blew up.
Even on the fan
Hmm.
site for Access, how the fuck did we do that?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I even seen like popular Anitubers retweeting that. It's like, thank you, Giga, for
No,
retweeting that.
what freaking blew my mind was, unfortunately, it was not on the Squad account. It was from the Adult Swim YouTube. But Hideo Kojima, Metal Gear, freaking shared it.
Wow,
Like that's
pretty big,
like
man.
the Hideo Kojima
Because he
shared
knows
the trailer.
quality.
True. Yeah.
But we had like over 500,000 views on that video.
And total
Uh-huh.
impressions was literally at 1 million.
Man, that's
That
awesome.
was a record for us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we
So yeah,
I'm
people
still
are
not sure
excited
how
for this
that
show.
happened.
Like, I don't know how
Like,
that happened.
shout outs to Maki for telling us about that.
Yes, I was about to say,
Yes.
Maki,
Special
if you're
thank
watching
you.
this, we love you.
That's
Thank you
awesome.
for letting us know.
Yeah,
about
because y'all weren't gonna go to the panel,
Yeah,
and then Maki said he
originally,
should.
I believe Logan and Trips were never gonna go to that Junji Ito panel because they were like, well, they were just gonna draw and ask some Q&As. But then Maki came to them and said, actually, there's gonna be an announcement there.
I think you guys should go there. Okay.
And wow.
Holy shit.
So yeah, thank you so much, Maki, for telling us that.
Yes.
But I have never read the manga. I do like Junji Ito's style, but I wasn't really a fan of the Junji Ito collection anime because I feel like they kind of ruined a lot of those good stories.
Yeah, I heard from my take on the anime was that they just from the art style adaptation from the manga to the anime, it lost some of the horror element.
Yeah. I don't know. It wasn't really scary, and it was kind of sad to watch.
So is Uzumaki like a psychological horror type thing?
I think it's more like in line with all of Junji Ito's work. It's a psychological horror thriller type stuff. I've never read.
Does it get gory?
I haven't read the
Probably.
manga. I have no clue.
I have no clue.
Junji Ito's pretty horrifying stuff usually.
Yeah,
All I
I've read a
know is-
few. I've read a few individual stories. I'm like, oof, that gave me chills.
Because
Like, I'm not a big horror person, but holy
I
crap,
can't
I'm excited.
stand horror.
Really?
Like
Oh, this might not be
like-
for you then.
I mean, like I'll watch it still because anything on Toonami, you know, I'll be a fan of and support. But like my stance on horror is that I'm freaking terrible. Like I can't see like any freaking horror movies or whatever. Like that's just not for me. But like I'll see Uzumaki anyway. But like I'm already just kind of like thinking, I was like, you know, I'm gonna be watching this at night before I go to bed. Do I really want to?
Yes.
Do it.
But,
I'm a bit.
The only thing of Uzumaki I know of is what I've seen in the trailer.
I'm a bit weird with horror. Like, I get. I don't know how to explain it. Like, to me, it's like I'm aware it's not real, but it's weird. Like when
But he's gonna come out of your closet and kill you.
Yes, we have a
No,
comment.
but-
It says Uzumaki is very horrific in terms of its violence.
It's gonna be interesting how they adapt that into 4 episodes.
And you know how it's gonna be any symptoms.
But
It's on TV.
I mean, at worst, it's gonna be like a TVMA.
that's good. that's gonna be interesting for me because I get more of a react. I react more when it's animated horror. When it's live action with actors, I don't get much a reaction. But when it is animated, I do react. I don't know why. Maybe my brain knows this isn't real, but in animation, you don't know what to expect.
Burning Extra said, I won't give anything away, but there's a series of really gruesome hospital scenes in music.
Redacted.
Well,
There's a
anyway,
series of redacted that happened in Uzumaki.
I mean,
Anyway.
the chat,
Believe it.
Especially where the redacted happened to redacted.
Reminder, this is supposed to be spoiler-free podcast, people.
And like,
Boss, I can barely hear you.
I said, reminder, this is supposed to be spoiler-free podcast. So
Why are you so far away?
He's the
Can you hear me now?
He's trying to stay away from the spoilers. That's why he's so far away.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi.
yes.
You're still
Yes.
too far.
Screw you, Silver.
What was that?
Silver, stop trolling.
Put the mic in your mouth. Maybe then we'll
No,
hear.
he was fine now.
Oh!
Oh
You hear me
god.
now?
Oh, Lord.
I think I heard
Okay.
that. Yeah, I think I did hear
Okay,
that one.
Tarzan.
I didn't know Michael Jackson was in this call.
Jamon.
Hey. As I was saying before Silver decided to be a troll, this is a spoiler-free podcast, so please try to post spoilers in the chat. Thank you.
Fair enough.
Anyway, yeah, like I said before, like I'll watch and crap, but horrors are typically like my least favorite of the genres. My brother
Yeah.
tried getting me to watch A Quiet Place, and I said no.
Hmm.
He was like, "Why don't you watch A Quiet Place?" It's like I can't stand horror. It's like it's not really horror; it's suspense. It's like that makes it worse.
But it's quiet.
They're so quiet
That's
though.
what makes it worse.
Quiet place.
Because one sound and they're immediately dead.
Oh my god.
Well,
But
I
it's
haven't seen it.
quiet. You won't notice.
Just
All right.
I
So any
mean,
more
will
thoughts?
this be any weirder than some of those weird-ass music videos they aired during Toonami?
oh my god, it can't
Yeah,
be right.
those get weird.
So
Yes, I
bizarre.
do, but we'll talk
Yeah,
about
but
that
it's good
another
weird.
day.
Another
That's a whole
day,
nother
another time,
podcast
another
episode.
pod.
Yeah.
Every time they
Somebody's
give
Burning
Shippuden,
Extra
I'm always
said,
expecting
"Boo,
a music
Sam,
video in the
boo."
commercials.
I'm not sure
Boo.
which Sam he's referring to.
We have two
Boo.
Sams.
I am. Boo.
Okay, we
Say
call.
what?
Okay, one is Sam and the other is Sam 2.
Well, Sam 1. Or
Whatever you're doing, it's a boo
Sam,
situation. Yeah.
One of the Sams got booed.
Sam 1
What
and
I
Sam
do?
2, but Silver likes to call Sam 1 Sam 1.
Sam Juan.
I'm not even Mexican, but thank you.
I don't care.
You just
It sounds
insulted
so similar.
Silver right there.
He's
No.
Puerto Rican.
You
Look,
Silver
I don't
kicked
care if you're
somebody's
Hispanic
ass.
or not. I like Sam Juan. I don't care.
Thank you,
Sam
Silver
Juan.
Dos.
All right.
Cemetery Hill said there's definitely some stuff that will be left out due to time. If those happen to be things they would not be able to get past S&P, then better for them.
I mean, it depends.
Well, I
I mean,
mean-
we'll see if they have to censor anything or not.
They did say that they are kind of cutting this into. They're cutting specific parts of the manga so they can fit it into 4 episodes.
It's too bad they couldn't go for even just 2 more episodes. I feel like it's like one of those
It's
British
a
shows.
very, very short manga, so I would say 4
Oh,
episodes
really?
is fine.
Oh, okay. Huh, interesting.
All right.
And to clarify, it was Sam 2 who got booed.
Okay, you know, I'm not a horror person, but I'm not against Uzumaki either. I said I'll still watch it.
You better.
All I'm really hoping for is that it's good. That's all I care about.
Do we know when it's going to air? Or is there any kind of...
All they said is
Date?
it's
Next year.
out next year.
We know it's 2020, but
It
we
will
don't know
air
exactly
your
when.
nightmares.
I think winter? I don't know.
78 posted an F in the chat. I'm not sure why.
I don't know. Anyway, any final thoughts on Uzumaki?
It has nothing to do with Naruto.
That's a good. That's a good way to
That'd
close.
be really something. You know, you're just watching TV and then Naruto just comes on screen and starts doing
Oh,
some horror elements.
Uzumaki. No, not that Uzumaki.
No, that is not. Yeah.
actually,
Uh,
that'd be hilarious. Where it's straight
Mm.
up horror, and then on the fourth episode, for no fucking reason,
Naruto and Boruto.
We got another comment.
Naruto
Sans is on Toonami.
busted.
We have a
I do.
we have a comment.
Have-
Sans is on Toonami.
No.
It's Sans.
Oh my God, it's Sans.
I mean, he's in Smash Bros now. I mean, you could
man.
play
I just
freaking
had to say that comment. I love
Megalovania.
Sans.
You could
I
play
have
freaking
something to add
Megalovania
to-
on Final
for-
Destination. Come on.
Anyway, that basically wraps up the podcast.
Well, no, I was trying to talk before Sam 2 interrupted me.
Okay.
Boo Sam
I-
1, Sam 2, boo Sam 2.
I have stuff to add in regards to Crunchyroll Expo and Anime Expo as well. We have a ton of interviews. We should have some start coming out from Anime Expo this week, hopefully. And then,
Sorry for the delay on that.
yes, and then eventually we'll get the ones from Crunchyroll Expo out after.
It's
But
been a
we,
bit.
We have a
hectic in the
whole bunch
background.
of good interviews coming out, so just stay tuned to that.
Nice,
All
man.
right.
Yeah.
And that wraps up this podcast for tonight. Boss, if you want to plug everything, go for it.
Yes. You can follow us at Toonami Squad on Twitter, at Toonami Squad on Instagram, like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Toonami Squad Official. Join our Discord chat, which I have not been in a while. I have no idea what's going on with that. Follow us on Twitch at Toonami Squad Gaming. Like and subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/Toonami Squad. Check out our store on Redbubble, redbubble.com/Toonami Squad, I believe. We have shirts and all kind of good stuff.
We have merch.
Yes. What else?
Hmm.
Check out the website, ToonamiSquad.com. The gaming site is still coming. It's just between stuff happening in real life, being busy and stuff, it's been delayed, but it's still being worked on and hoping to get out soon, but we'll see.
Nah.
We never announced that.
We were supposed to announce it
Yep,
months
breaking
ago,
news. We're having a gaming site.
Good job, boss.
Wow, I can't
You heard
believe
it
you
here
just
first.
I've
freaking.
been talking about it on the podcast every time we either the podcast episode or a game stream. I've always mentioned that we're working on it.
Still not on board with it.
Who was that? Get that guy.
But hey, I put a lot of work into
Yeah.
it. Okay, so it's happening. It's just I haven't had time to finish editing the finishing touches on the site, and I need
Nice.
you or Sam too to make the goddamn graphics.
Nah.
Graphics
Oh,
guys,
you
come
know,
on.
I don't know. I work
Okay,
a lot.
Sam,
Also,
sorry.
Silver, I need you to send me the freaking Halloween logo.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. So, boss,
What else?
plug more stuff.
Pluggies,
Do I
plug.
have any more stuff to plug, or was that everything?
Your personal stuff.
Oh, and also podcast, ToonamiSquad.com. We put the podcast episodes on there. You can also like and subscribe to us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn, Player FM, and I think that's all of them we're currently on.
Are we on MySpace though?
We're never on MySpace. The hell are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure we're on MySpace.
I think we have a
Oh,
band
yeah.
page
On
on there.
MySpace.
We were on Google Plus until that shut down. I mean, yeah, Google Plus.
Let's
Big
get
F in the chat for
MySpace.
Google Plus, everyone. Big
I
F
wanna
in
be
the
friends
chat for
with
Google
Tom.
Plus.
And
Yeah, that's why this podcast was late.
because Google Hangouts was discontinued, so we had to find a new solution.
F.
And like I
Thank
said,
you, StreamYard.
Is
and
my
thank you, Michael, for recommending it.
MySpace?
Oh, you're welcome.
Michael saved the podcast today.
Yay! Good for something.
All right, so now let's plug in our personal stuff. You can follow me on Twitter at JMB_70056 and on Instagram at JMB_70056. Though I'm not on my Instagram that much. Who's next?
I'll go. You can follow me on Twitter at STarso5, Instagram on STarso5, and my dead Twitch channel, sdurso_5. Hopefully, I can get back to streaming soon. I don't know when, but I'm hoping I can get back soon.
Yeah, same.
You can follow me on Twitter at SZUniverse. I might start up streaming sometime in the future. Just have to figure out all that. But
Nice.
for right now, I have a Twitter.
You can follow me on Twitter at Samster299, Instagram at air_breather478, and my dead YouTube channel, which I do not know if I'll ever make any content for that, Samster299, but I somehow still get subscribers for some reason.
Sam, I just wanted to say your Instagram username is amazing.
Yeah, I actually have a reason why it's like that, but I'm not going to say it here because it's a little personal.
All right. Who's next?
I actually know the reason behind that, but I'm not going to say it.
I guess I'll go. You can follow me at NubGuy, and also you can check out my comic publishing company, Wicked Publishing. If you go to at Wicked Publishing, spelled just like that. And we got a new magazine coming out at the end of the month. So if you want to check out what we got going on, follow us there for all the stuff that we got.
And also, I don't know if you wanted to promote it, but you're also working on a novel with a couple of comics too, right?
That's right. Yeah, I have a light novel coming out from said company, and also a couple comics. One which is in the magazine, and then another Barrels, which you can find on our store online. And one's a 1920s mafia comic, and the other is a kind of like a zombie futuristic story. So, yeah, having a lot of fun with indie comics. And if anyone has a story, if you guys have any stories, let me know. We're actually opening our doors again in October. So, any of the guys here, any of the Toonami Squad guys, you ever thought about making a comic or doing a story, just talk to me. And we can talk about it.
I have a fan fiction of my fan created Dragon Ball character. His name is Psychor, and he's a long lost Saiyan from long ago. And
I may have a few ideas, but I'll let you get. I'll let you know in the future.
Nice, man. Yeah, just hit me up on Twitter. We're always doing stuff on there. So yeah.
All right.
I might need to find your Twitter handle and follow you.
Thanks, man.
All right, Silver, plug your stuff.
You shut up. Damn it! I forgot what it was.
Hey, you said it yourself on Twitter. You said it yourself.
Hey, boss. Want me to put a link to your Facebook?
And I'll put a link to your Facebook.
I erased my Facebook.
I'm just a shit poster.
No, you're
Good
not.
old fashioned.
Right,
no, you're not. That's Sam Juan.
Juan.
Sam Juan.
Just announce your real name, Silver.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm on Twitter at SilverAbsolute2. I made a Deviant art account a long time ago, but I'm finally starting to slowly upload. For now, it's mainly whenever I make special thumbs for marathons or finales. For now, that's what I'm gonna upload. I might start uploading things that are not only Toonami Squad. Maybe. Depends, but
Depends on like the moon, the stars, how I feel, if I eat breakfast that day.
You take the moon and you take the sun.
Graphics that aren't Toonami related or Toonami Squad related.
No, well, it could be Toonami related. It could be not. basically, not everything is gonna be Toonami Squad. I-
gotta mix it up every now and then, right?
I
To
like
be
you
fair,
guys,
Isn't the
but
only
there's a
reason,
whole other world.
It's a big
like,
wide
the only
world.
reason why you did graphics is because it's Toonami Squad?
No
Part of
comment.
it, yes, but again, there's a whole world out there.
I'm not saying
Not
there
everything
isn't.
is Toonami, and not
I'm not
everything
saying
is
there isn't.
Toonami Squad.
I get
I
that.
got a
Yeah.
social life.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's life.
Hey, brag about it.
I like having life.
Somewhat of a social life.
I do.
Bitch, but it's a
I
life.
do have somewhat of a social life. Yeah, I'm on DeviantArt Silver Absolution 2. That's it. It's not that creative, but whatever. Yeah, that's it.
All right. And
Nice.
that basically wraps up all of our plugin. So that's the end of the podcast.
Eric, edit that out.
You know what? Edit out the entire 1 hour and 55 minutes.
Let's just edit out all. Eric, listen to me.
This will be the lost
Just
episode.
edit out all the times that we talked about bullshit on here,
No.
and it'll just be perfect. It'll be perfect.
Yeah.
Well, we have
Isn't that the whole
This
podcast,
is not
though?
the longest podcast we did. The longest one we did was the interview with Sonny Straight. That went over 3 hours long.
I'm
You seem to
shocked.
have a good time talking.
All right. So, yeah. Thank you guys for coming out. And
Appreciate it.
hopefully we'll see you in the next episode, whenever that
Stay
is.
gold. In the
Redact
meantime,
it.
look out for
I really
look
hope that
out-
this website has like a dedicated phone app because I've been on here for my web browser and it's been eating the battery so hard that even when plugged in, it's hot as hell and it still goes down.
Okay. Well, can you
Okay.
shut up so we can get off so your phone doesn't overheat?
no.
Redacted.
Let's talk
Anyway.
about Sword Art Online.
Let's just sign off.
Too
Goodbye.
much.
It's almost 2 a.m. in the East Coast. Let's
Yeah.
go to sleep.
Nah.
Good night.
School and work. But anyway, thank you guys for coming. We appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you on another podcast. Until then, keep a lookout for our interviews that will be coming out soon. And stay gold.
Later.
Yeah, like 2 hours
Night.
later.
And
You don't know how to hang up, do you?
hold on.
it's
Oh, God.
a new
There it goes.
system, guys. Give it some